Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Auburn's offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Gets it out fast. And the Tigers pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They stripped it out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The noise level is relentless here on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wants to throw on third down. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Kane. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Running with power. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw. Quickly complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Dialing up a second down pass play. Gets it out quickly. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Give to the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Dropping back, it's Kane. Slips a tackle. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
They finally get him, RD. Goodness gracious, you can see the quarterback broke not 1, 2 tackles. He scrambles outside the pocket. What do you have to do? Just keep chasing, right? Relentless effort. Finally get the QB outside the pocket and get him on the ground.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Oh, what a move. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. From the gun, running back on the move. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. The play action fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by 10 over Minnesota. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop farmer and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Scanning the field, it's Kane. He'll get rid of it. He's open on the right. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the short completion brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Hard running there. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field, just to execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Looking for a block. It's Wood. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. To the air, it's Kane. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good...
And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Unloads to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They're bringing heat, moving away from pressure. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Hard-hitting tackle.
And I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. Jumped on top of the pile. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Wants to throw. It's Kane. Flips it out in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. It's complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Right down the boulevard. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Using his legs, it's Blade. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. The run from the shotgun. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. It's caught. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the ground game. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get anything on first down. Now second and goal from the 7. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He's got it on the right. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Here on second and short. Using the quick game. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that, flying up, making the big play.
They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Fires left. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. He's going to pass. He's right on target. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air, it's Kane. Quickly complete. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. He'll keep it himself. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. You build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll do it himself. LSU will get a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Nelson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. LSU right back to the line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking for a gap. It's Blade. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Can't get him to the ground. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is smoked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.